Well, it's official, Avengers 5 is no longer going to be called Avengers the Kang Dynasty. Now, the obvious reason for this name change is because of the whole Jonathan Majors situation and them pivoting away from Kang allegedly, or recasting Kang. Like, they just don't want to have Kang in the name, essentially. That's what the Hollywood Reporter article that just released this morning said. And here is the article. So it says the first of the new Avengers movies due out in 2026 was initially titled Avengers the Kang Dynasty, but will be getting a new title to remove the character's name. Those sources say that even after Major's conviction, the studio was making moves to minimize the character after Quantumania underperformed, grossing $476 million. And to be honest, that kind of makes sense because they were marketing Quantumania like the Kang Homecoming movie. Like, you gotta see this to understand the next phase of the Marvel movies because Kang is gonna be the big bad, the new Thanos. And the fact that it underperformed when all of the hype was around Kang's arrival just kind of shows you that not a lot of people really cared about Kang, or the movie was just so bad that no one cared to go see the movie. I think it was maybe a combination of the two. And then on top of that, now you've got the whole situation with Jonathan Majors, and he's obviously getting recast, and there's a lot of news saying that it might be Coleman Domingo. And I think he would do a fantastic job as Kang. He actually voiced Unicron, so he has like that evil villain voice that he can do. And I just think he could do a great job playing Kang, and honestly, I think he might even just be the Beyonder version of Kang that we've been hearing about. We've been hearing multiple times that the Beyonder is going to be the main villain for Secret Wars, but maybe they're pivoting to Doctor Doom in that movie, and then Kang Dynasty could be about the Beyonder beating all of the other Kang variants, and maybe Coleman Domingo could be playing him. And it kind of makes sense, you know, in order to get rid of the whole Jonathan Majors issue in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, you can easily just say that the strongest Kang variant of them all, just wipe them all out, and then that's your villain for Avengers 5, leading into Avengers 6, which is Secret Wars. And then if you really want to do Doctor Doom, you could do what Doctor Doom did in the Secret Wars comic, where he takes the power away from the Beyonders, and in this case, the Beyonder. So this is my theory. So Coleman Domingo becomes the Beyonder version of Kang, wipes out all of the other Kangs. So then you have Avengers 5 with all of the heroes finding out who the Beyonder is and going against him and trying to defeat him. And then one of the people that are with the heroes is Doctor Doom, because I don't think he's going to be a villain right off the bat. I think him and Reed Richards are going to obviously have their differences, but I don't think he's going to be a full-fledged supervillain right away. So maybe in Secret Wars, he ends up defeating the Beyonder and taking the power for himself, and then rebooting the MCU, because we've heard a lot of rumors that the MCU is going to have a soft reboot post-Secret Wars, and maybe this is a way to do it. Doctor Doom helps out all of the heroes in this multiversal war against the Beyonder, but then ends up being selfish and taking the power for himself, and then soft rebooting the universe as he sees fit. Honestly, I think that could work really, really well for the MCU, and I kind of hope it happens now. But yeah, as of right now, we know that Avengers 5 is not going to be titled the Kang Dynasty anymore. Maybe it's called like Avengers Into the Beyond, like just something like that. That was obviously not the greatest, I just thought of it on the spot. But it looks like that name is going to change, and maybe the movie is going to shift over to the Beyonder being the villain, which was initially planned for Secret Wars. And then in Secret Wars, you can have Doctor Doom be the villain, just like in the latest Hickman comic. Let me know what you think about all of this down below, and do you think my theory makes any sense about Doctor Doom not being a villain right away, and then turning on the heroes in Secret Wars, taking the power for himself, and then rebooting the MCU? Leave your thoughts down below.